So y'all, I had saw a video where a father had been absent. I'm not sure how long he had been absent, but either way he had been absent, and of course him and his child didn't have a relationship, so he was coming back into his child's life, but he was wanting the mother to get involved and be more encouraging to the child, to kind of make the child want to build a relationship with him. I think the child was not even a teen yet, but I guess he was getting upset because she wasn't involving herself in that. And I personally don't think she's wrong. I really don't. I think it's complete asinine for you to have been absent and then you want the mother to get involved with making sure that you have a relationship with your child. As long as she's making the child available, that's really the only job she has to do. Like, I really want fathers to understand that when your children are young, those are the building blocks. Like, that's the time when you need to be present. That's when you make your presence known in a child's life. When you're missing that time, you're missing out on so many essential points in their life. And after a while, your children just don't want to deal with you like that. They're not going to want to be around you. They're not going to want to spend time with you like that. It is what it is. It is not the mother's responsibility to get involved in your relationship with your child, especially when you've been an absent parent. You got to figure it out. I think a lot of men be feeling like it's the mother's fault or the mother is the reason why. No, these children know who has and has not been present. And a lot of these children be choosing not to deal with the other parent. A lot of children feel like, I've gone this long, I've accomplished this, I've had these sporting events, I've had these achievements, and you have not been there. And a lot of children feel like, well, I've done okay so far, so I don't have to deal with you. That has nothing to do with the mother.
Is she making sense or not? So what she's saying here is that most fathers who have not been in the lives of their children just want to automatically get into their lives and expect things to just skyrocket immediately. They expect the relationship to just start immediately. However, welcome to my channel where I talk about lifestyle, I talk about marriage, relationship, and any trending news. Thank you for stopping by. When you saw this video, please, I want to hear your own opinion pertaining this topic, and do well to subscribe and click the notification button so that you can see more of my videos. So let's hear what she has to say more about single parents or absent dads that just want to be in their children's life from nowhere.
Last night, I was just like randomly thinking, and I was like, when you really think about the facts of a deadbeat dad or a dad that's like half-assed and not really present in his child's life, the facts of that is disturbing. Because you don't know nothing about your kid. Like, you don't even know if your child is getting a balanced meal at home. You don't even know if your child is doing good in school. You don't even know if your child has the proper clothing on their back. Like, the weather is changing. You don't even know if they have a proper coat. Like, you don't know how well they're doing in school, if they're delayed, if they're having issues with the learning curve. Like, you just don't know that. You don't know what size they wear. You don't even know if that child is living in a cardboard box or not. Like, when you think about stuff like that, to me, like, I got very disturbed. I did. I don't know why. I got very disturbed because here you are as a man or woman going about your everyday life, and you don't even know what adversities your child may be facing. But you just going on about your life like everything normal and everything is cool. And you going about life as if you ain't got no kid. And you don't know what issues that child could be facing. Or they could not be facing any issues. And that's perfectly fine. But the fact of the matter is you don't know whether they are or not. Because you're not involved. And I don't know. It's just something about that. When you sit and think about it, it's very disturbing. Men who are not involved in their child's life have no idea what their child has going on. Don't even know if they have a safe place to rest their head at night. Like, don't even know if when they woke up that morning, did they have food to put in their belly. Like, they don't know that. Like, that's disturbing to me. I don't know. Or whether or not they could have health issues from your side of the family. Like, they just really, really don't know that. They just really don't know that. Like, I don't know. Then men have the audacity to get mad because your child's mother is not answering your holiday calls. Like, baby, she dealing with real life here. She don't have time to be playing around with you, okay? The fuck? This is an unpopular opinion, but I'm gonna say it anyway. The reason why a lot of you women have not put your foot down and put your child's fathers on child support, and why y'all letting your child's father nickel and dime y'all when it comes to him taking care of y'all kids, is because you're afraid if you do, that's gonna diminish the possibility of y'all getting back together and you getting your family back. Now, don't shoot me, okay? Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. I am just a messenger. But I have seen this too many times. You let your child's father nickel and dime you. You let your child's father get away with doing bare minimum. Or you let him get by with doing nothing at all. Hardly ever nothing at all. And you let him dangle the possibility of y'all being a family and getting back together. And that's exactly what he keep doing. Every time he see you getting tired and every time he see that you getting fed up, he dangle that little possibility. And I get it. As a woman with a kid, you want a family. You want your children to have a two-parent home. If you haven't experienced a two-parent household, you want your children to experience that. I 1000% get that. But, however, you afraid to go down there and sit on white people about that man. And a lot of you women suffer in silence and taking care of y'all kids. I seen it for myself, so don't say no. And if it don't apply, let it fly. And if you start hollering, then I know you got hit. And it is okay, babes. It is okay. But I said what I said. A lot of you women will rather suffer, your children go without, because you afraid as soon as you do, that's going to cancel the relationship. But babes, the relationship was canceled when that man decided he wasn't taking care of his kids. That relationship was canceled when that man decided that he wasn't going to help you. That relationship was already canceled, babes. It was already done. Finito. It was done. So, y'all, I was having a conversation with my girlfriend last night. We were talking about custody and parenting, and it was a particular conversation that had came up about, like, schedules for children and stuff like that, you know, to implement when the father has been absent and things like that. And I was going through some old conversations with me and my child's father, and it had just really dawned on me, like, nobody is more selfish or feels more entitled than a man that has been absent and now wants to be in their child's life. Like, it's good that you want to be in your child's life, but I feel like a lot of men just see green. Like, they just see, I want to be in my child's life. Like, they just see A to Z. They don't think about D. They don't think about H. Like, they don't think about any of the in between. Like, men expect you to accommodate them. Like, they literally expect you to just put them in the mix, or what they really want is to put y'all in their mix. And I just think it's, like, so selfish. Like, men don't consider what this kind of change is going to have, you know, what type of emotional change this can have with the child. They don't consider the things that the child may have going on. The child is on a schedule. They don't understand the disruption of that. They don't understand that for a lot of women, we build our schedules around our children. So that's one thing within itself as well. And it's like they just expect you to accommodate and bend. And I personally think it's disgusting to a certain degree, especially for men that have not been there, and they just expect you to do whatever they want to make them comfortable because they have a life. Like, I'm with the child. When a woman has the child all the time, it's easier for the man to say, okay, well, what is this and what is this and what do you guys have going on? What does the child have going on? So that way he can adjust. And it's like men really don't understand, like, Brody, this child don't even know you. Like, and I guess that is one of the disadvantages to being a dad, or one of the advantages to being a mom, because our children know us. Especially if you connected with your child from day one. Like, I connected with my child as soon as I seen that my pregnancy test was positive. So that alone was a different type of connection for me and my kid. And it's like a lot of men expect, oh, I want to see him now. Ooh, there's going to be a connection. Ooh, he's going to want to see me. Ooh, this is going to be easy. And it's like, again, they don't take into consideration that this is a process. They don't take into consideration, like, they think, well, I'm the dad, he going to know me. Sir, men expect it just to be boom, boom, boom. And it's just not that. Like, when you've been absent, like, if you're serious about being in your child's life, like, you have to put that time in. You have to really understand that this child does not know me. And you also have to understand that you don't know your child either. So it's gonna take some adjusting there. Now, of course, when court is involved, that's a whole different animal. But if you're really truly serious about being in your child's life and you're trying to do it right, you will do it right.
Yeah, I feel that as a parent, be it a mother or a father, you should be present in your child's life, not just being present there financially, you should be present there emotionally and otherwise. You should have this sort of bond with your children, not just because of the things that you can provide or things you can offer them. So I want to hear from you in the comment section what you think about this single parenthood. Are the men living up to their expectations, or the men need to do more of this? So thank you so much for taking your time to watch this video, and please do where to subscribe and leave your comments in the comment section. Bye.